Good morning, everyone. It's May 11th, 2019. I'm Eric. So, back in the 90s, maybe a little before that, the powers that shouldn't be, the global powers that shouldn't be, they were searching for a new enemy to unite the people of the world. And what they came up with was climate change as that enemy. And now we have a bunch of lefty activists, if you want to call them that, out there causing all kinds of problems based on the idea of climate change. There's no denying that the climate is changing, but there is denying what they say is the cause, i.e., you and I. Our SUVs, lawnmowers, you name it. That's the problem. It's not the leaking nuclear reactors. It's not all the chemicals being spilled into the soil and water tables. No, it's us breathing and cows farting. And I'm serious. This climate stuff is very, very irrational. If we look back through the history of our planet, we will see that the one constant is change. Change is constantly happening, whether it be with societies or nature itself. And there's no stopping this. We do not have the power to stop climate change. So here I am at a DC clothesline. Climate lunatics plotting new effort to destroy the world economy in order to stop climate change. Again, this is something that cannot be stopped. And by the way, anyone claiming that carbon in our atmosphere is a bad thing probably didn't pay attention in science, because our plant life needs it. Leftist extremism continues to soar to new heights with the rise of Extinction Rebellion, an international group of far-left activists who are now threatening to destroy the global economy to stop climate change. Over 1,100 demonstrators have been arrested in London after 10 days of protesting, obstructing traffic, and blocking off access to key areas of the city. Across the pond, Extinction Rebellion protesters recently gathered at Universal Studios. Some even glued themselves to the famous globe sculpture. Apparently, they were trying to call upon Universal/NBC to take action on climate change. And I have the question, what the fuck is Universal NBC going to do about climate change? Apparently the author of this article, which is Vicky Batts, by the way, has the same opinion as me. How motion picture and TV networks are supposed to stop climate change, of course, has never been explained. Outrage activism seems to be really popular on the left. At this point, liberals are known for rioting in the streets with no actual plan for change, when activism becomes terrorism. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and now Extinction Rebellion have made a name for themselves by causing massive amounts of chaos for a single purpose: uprooting society to make room for a new regime. In a recent interview, an Extinction Rebellion spokesperson declared, in quotes, "The only way we've realized the government will listen to us is if we actually start to ruin the economy. That's one way to do it. Of course, that may be a way for the government to come after you as well." And not a bad tactic if your goal is to cause chaos and, to knock the dominoes over, so to speak. But I wouldn't go as far to call these people terrorists. Not even Antifa or Black Lives Matter. They're not terrorists. They're just gangs. Just like the police, just like the Crips, just like the Bloods, Vice Lords, Gangster Disciples, Latin Kings. They're all gangs. And of course, by listen, what these climate lunatics really mean is acquiesce to our demands. Extinction Rebellion's list of demands not only neglects reality, it will open the door to total communism in the UK. Not just the UK, but the United States as well. Not that we're, not there already, but we can get to the extremes of communism very, very quickly, and we know what happens in those extremes, don't we? To put it simply, these activists are now attempting to resort to hostage tactics in order to usher in a new world order, making a list of wholly unrealistic demands that require a total subservience without having a single idea of how to implement meaningful change is not activism, it's totalitarianism. Extinction Rebellion lauds itself as a group focused on calling attention to the sixth mass extinction and fighting the climate crisis. On their website, the group declares it has just 3 demands for the United Kingdom. Well, here's the deal. There is actually a 6th mass extinction going on. And that mass extinction was sped up through Fukushima, among other events that's happened, ecological disasters. But I digress. Government must tell the truth by declaring a climate and ecological emergency and work with other organizations to promote this message. Government must take action to halt biodiversity loss and reduce greenhouse gas emissions to net zero by 2025. And this, of course, is an impossibility. Government must create and be led by the decisions of a citizens' assembly on climate and ecological justice. So, their demands are not even realistic. Especially, the government must take action to halt biodiversity loss and reduce greenhouse gas emissions to net zero by 2025. As long as Fukushima continues to spill radioactive waste into the ocean, we are going to continue to experience the loss of species. As long as they are spraying chemicals from planes in the sky, we are going to continue to lose biodiversity. This is not a problem that can be fixed through violence. This is a problem that has to be fixed scientifically through invention, through cooperation. These people, they want to save the planet, and that's fair enough, but what their goals are will not save the planet. The planet is already unsavable. So, anyway, I thought I would share this with you. I will look at this last two paragraphs here and then call it. As New Internationalist explains, achieving net zero emissions by 2025 is possible with radical social changes. It's not possible. Getting to net zero would ultimately require massive cuts to personal freedom and a huge uptick in government regulations as reported. Zero carbon would usher in a period of huge social change. Energy would be stringently rationed, dedicated to survival and essential activities. We'd go to bed early and rise with the sun. Expect massive disruptions in the way food is grown, processed, and distributed. More turnips, fewer mangoes on the menu in the UK, for starters. Globally, there would be much reduced private car use, virtually no aviation, haulage, or shipping, spelling a dramatic end to material globalization as we know it. And I wouldn't be too saddened by the end of materialism. But it's too late. It's too late. So, anyway, thought I would share this with you. I hope you all have a great day. If you like my content, please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, a share. I have Discord and PayPal links below. Till next time, kill the state before the state kills you.